The St. Louis Kaplan Feldman Holocaust Museum was designed with such care and thought by scholars and by survivors and by historians that the experience that you have when you're here is one that is very informative, very educational, that leaves you asking questions and actually makes you want to come back a second time. The St. Louis Kaplan Feldman Holocaust Museum is a one-of-a-kind experience.
This museum is here as a resource for everyone to come and learn about the past, to see if we can stay off of that slippery slope. This museum is a community resource. It's a place to learn about the past, but it's about strengthening our bonds in the present to create lasting change. It's important for students to visit the museum to develop an understanding that it takes effort to protect and nourish a democratic society.
I think it's imperative for other schools to bring their students and have their teachers come as well, because as we get farther and farther away from this part of history, we tend to forget. You know, we've been studying it in school and listening to it, but to have someone tell their own story and how they were affected, a lot of the kids really, I think that made an impact.
This is really an institution that is very important to make St. Louis what it is. And museums are the backbone of what this community needs. And this museum brings about a lot of facts that people need to know about. It speaks to everyone. We wanted to make sure that it wasn't a singular person that it spoke to. And we wanted to make sure it was designed in such a way that people would come back.
I think other students should visit the Holocaust Museum because it's like a great way of learning about the impact that had on our lives, and teaching it to other kids and teaching it to younger generations will help something like that to not happen again.
This brings awareness to people who've been victim to the Holocaust and survivors, and I think that it's really important that we should honor those people.
Whoever comes here becomes kind of a spokesperson for what's happening here in this museum, what they have learned, and how they can then bring it out into their community, which then expands it even more.
It's extremely important for Missouri students to learn about the Holocaust, simply promoting humanity, really teaching young people to treat each other well. We want the next generation to know. If we don't know about our history, it's very difficult for us to understand where we should be in the future.
The reason I think it's so important for people to join me in supporting the St. Louis Kaplan Feldman Holocaust Museum is that it helps ensure that this valuable community, historic, and cultural resource is around for generations to come. With the growing levels of anti-Semitism in this world, with the challenges we face in otherism and in hate and in bigotry, we need to ensure that this facility is able to be here to serve the needs of the entire St. Louis community and beyond.